Recently, the Philippine general election has finally come to an end. Marcos, the son of the former president, won the Philippine election by more than twice his votes. In the course of the Philippine election, the US and Western media intervened in the direction of the election, classifying candidates as pro-Chinese and pro-American and hype the South China Sea issue, claiming that all candidates except Marcos took a tough stance on the South China Sea, and called Marcos the son of a dictator, rendering the election as the most important general election in 40 years and said it was a war of values for democracy. And Marcos, who won the election, immediately showed his position to the world. He is neither pro-American or pro-Chinese. He is pro-Filipino. The Philippines must have its own foreign policy and cannot be disturbed by any country. The Philippines must work hard for its own good. He hopes to continue cooperation with China in infrastructure and other areas and develop more dynamic and comprehensive bilateral relations with China. After the US failed to intervene in the Philippine election, the United States also encouraged public opinion to threaten the Philippines to join the United States rather than bow to China. It also declared that as long as the Philippines follows the United States in its showdown with China on issues such as the South China Sea issue, it will remain strong over China. In this regard, Marcos contends, the results of the South China Sea arbitration case are not valid. The real role is to make China-Philippines relations more rigid, essentially putting the Philippines at the forefront of the dispute with China. The Philippines will not sacrifice its own interests for the U.S. global good. The relevant practices of the U.S. side run through arrogance and prejudice. Anyone that is not in the interests of the U.S. is undemocratic and wrong. Such an attitude is humiliating the intelligence of the Filipinos. It can be seen that while China's mutual respect and mutual benefit cooperation is